Better turn the
Should send you the
on.
link, eh? And go to
I don't want to. I'll have that.
Should have bought some stickers.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are in a redesigned studio tonight. It's a work in progress. And Gibbo actually had to climb over and put his hand in the sauce on the way.
Yep,
We're having
half
fun.
of it gone.
Tomato sauce.
So half of his tomato sauce ended up on the workbench.
Did you start the tubes up?
Yep,
You're right.
I did.
Okay.
Can you pass the pies?
Pass the pies.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Carpet Grass Club.
There you go,
Tonight
sir.
we have no Will tonight. He's having beers.
He's being a chaperone.
He's having beers, and so instead we've got Manny on the end, the Adonis. We've got Gibbo,
Golden
and we've
Green.
got BJ, who's if you're from the lawn mowing contractors groups and stuff, you'll know BJ. He's actually a Skag Mowers ambassador for Australia.
Indeed.
And he lives just around the corner from Gibbo apparently. So
Yeah,
just
live
saw him
across
walking
the
down the road and said, "Get in."
Yeah, it was a ringer for sure.
Sweet. There we go. We're on.
We on?
The tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I set
And
it
we've
up
got
right.
the chat this tonight.
Oh, that's
Beautiful.
better.
Okay. The tubes is working tonight, guys. Sorry about last week. That was horrendous. But look how good your beard looks compared to mine in this.
Oh yeah, I
That
can't.
lighting's
I'm
amazing.
not gonna lie, it does look good.
It does look great.
I hope my wife's watching right now.
How good's the studio look on TV?
Yeah,
Does it? I don't
it
know.
looks
Oh.
really good.
Can you not? Is
I'm
Facebook
still-
updating on yours?
I'm still
Um,
trying to get there.
So anyone that doesn't know BJ, legend of his time, hilarious guy. But he is, what is it? TBL Property Maintenance.
TBL Property Maintenance, or you can find me at the Bearded Lawnsman. So
Yeah. Plenty of funny stuff
Yeah.
involved with mowing contracting on there. It's pretty good laugh most
I like
of
to
the
have
time.
fun with my job.
So tonight we probably won't get too in depth with a lot of stuff because our in depth guy isn't here.
Yeah. We don't need the air horn tonight, guys.
But we will cover some stuff around renovations, probably, because a lot of guys are ripping in, and probably mostly in the southern states you're going too early.
Yeah, correct.
Even up here really is a little bit too early.
Yeah.
Yep.
You can, but if you want the quick turnarounds, wait till later.
Yeah, even with spraying,
Yeah.
I've found it's not working like it
No.
should.
Even though the heat's definitely starting to get there and the light is more, we have a lot
Yeah.
more light in the last week, I've noticed. But I said it last week, from the times when I used to religiously renovate last
Sauce.
weekend of, I'm not touching the sauce again,
Source.
last weekend of August,
Thank you, mate.
every single time. And it used to take like a couple of months to get back to full growth. Whereas last time I did it like mid-November, and it was back in like 9 days. It was
yes.
just like, here we go. Finn heard the call for sauce. What a guy.
Here he comes.
G'day,
boy.
Finn
Finny.
Layson.
Say hello to everyone.
Yes. He's a sick
Watch the
Hello.
guy.
cables. Thanks, mate.
Thanks,
dude.
buddy.
He's the reason Lenny has hair like that, guys. So,
Yeah, he's the
Nice
one.
one.
it's so good.
His choice.
Yep.
That's his choice.
Yeah.
That's my 12-year-old boy,
Yeah.
who is 5'8", 5'9" or something.
He's as tall as me. I'm
Right.
not that tall.
So yeah, the studio revamp. I had to take the shelf off, but the way Gibbo kept leaning on it, he was going to rip it off.
I was gonna fall, let's be honest.
So it's gone. It's in the
Especially on the
trailer. It's
way
on the
out.
way to the dump.
After like 6 beers.
That
trying
would
to
have gone
get back
viral.
But it also gave me enough room to turn
It's
the workbench
great,
around.
see?
Yeah.
And the couches went to the back.
They're up on the back deck.
Yep.
Manny helped me carry them the other day. Yeah, cool. So, where do we always start? Sport.
Sport. Very disappointing race in the one the other night. So we'll touch on that briefly. But those fans sticking around in those conditions to watch.
But
what
it's
was it?
Belgium. There's
Three laps.
nothing else to do. Standing around in the rain
Got up to
is
some
a party for
fairly-
them.
Yeah. It's a good party city. It really is.
A more disappointing thing in sport was Chelsea not beating Liverpool.
It was, yeah. It was a good game, though.
Yeah,
Plenty
it's
of
a good
chances,
game,
Good
but
game.
still,
Uh,
Chelsea won would have been better because I'm a Chelsea supporter.
yeah.
You're a Liverpool supporter.
Yep.
So
Yeah. We'll have to wait for the next
The
round
next
when that
one.
happens. Yeah.
Mm.
Did you There's a video I posted today after speaking
Did ya?
of Chelsea fans.
I'll have a
Yeah,
look.
Pretty good. Not going to post it on here. What else happened in sport recently? You see the playoff in the PGA yesterday morning?
Right.
Bryson DeChambeau versus can't remember who won it now. Cantlay. Like full playoff holes, and Bryson was bombing drives to the green, but then missing the chips and putts. And Cantlay was just hitting irons and then pinpoint irons and putting. So it was like two different styles coming together off playoff holes, and it got for golf. It got really exciting. I know not many people are going to agree with me, but it actually was. It was awesome.
Ow.
You right,
This,
mate?
well, this is the bit that needs a little bit of help.
No.
The entrance.
Yeah, you've got the you've
There's
got
a
the
drop
longest
saw
legs and the shortest leg room.
There's a drop saw there, and I don't quite fit.
I reckon a couple of inches off. and you'll
Couple
be
inches
alright.
off.
Diagonally off that corner,
And
that'd
there's
be
a
right.
whippersnipper handle up the wood. Hello, SJ.
I got Greg Anderson saying, "Hi guys, a Saig beer is fancy." It's good.
Saig beer,
It's
yeah.
great when it's ice cold.
See,
Well, I've got some others there somewhere.
They're under here. I already spotted them.
Peronis.
Yep,
No, that's where they are. I forgot what they were.
they're warm.
they're warm. Wouldn't bother you, mate.
I don't drink, so
Wouldn't bother me. Kimberly, cool.
As my first, I thought I'd bring it. Just it was my first trip here, so I thought I'd better bring something with me.
Yeah.
I was
good
going to
idea.
bring some Euros, and then Lenny said, "Nah, don't worry about it. We've got
We've
some
got
party
pies.
We got
pies."
Aussie Euros,
So we've
Aussie
got the
Euros,
skippy
and
food,
sausage rolls.
sausage rolls.
no
We went to the
Greek
shop and
food.
we bought 6 boxes of them, so you boys better hook in.
6 boxes.
Daniel's still waiting for his Tempest controller. Sorry, mate. I need to sort that. I'm really sorry. That's my stuff up. I'll take the blame for that. I need to sort that. Can you remind me after this, please?
That goes straight from Toro, so
Yeah. We know about
how
it.
fast is Lenny's haircut? Mate, it is dead set taken. Sounds a bit low. Well, we'll pay $8 for the microphone, so just turn your volume up, SJ.
Sound seems to be working fine on the tubes.
Stop yelling at Simon.
Yeah.
She might
Stop
be able to
yelling at
hear.
Simon, and
Poor
poor bugger,
fella.
you might be able to hear something.
She has to yell because she's 4 foot taller than him. Just so you can hear her down there.
Because Simon reckons
Yes,
that SJ would give an aspirin a headache.
Yeah,
No.
I can imagine.
Hmm.
Classic.
So, yeah, where were we? Sport.
Yeah,
AFL Grand Final is in Perth.
correct. The
NRL,
horse. The horse will get to
the
go
horse will
visit.
get to go, but he won't get to see a local
That's
team.
right. No, suck it.
And the NRL is in Brisbane.
Correct.
Probably not officially announced yet, but
It's going to be.
I've got a mate who's getting tickets. So
Yeah.
he's organised
I think
tickets
it
for
is
corporate
because that's why they've let the families and
families in. That's getting political. So
oh yeah,
Yeah.
big time.
I'm going to be away camping grand final weekend, so unfortunately I'm not going to get to go.
I'll be working as usual.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm
Yes.
going away.
Actually,
that weekend.
is that the ticket you're giving me? That you
If
said?
I get a ticket given to me, I might.
What do you mean if you get a ticket? When you get the ticket, you're going to give it to me.
I do get lots of free footy
Yeah,
tickets.
see, there you go.
Are
What's
people complaining in sound?
Yeah. I can't remember which one's which, but I think they're.
Daniel, can you hear us loud on YouTube? Can you just give me a thumbs up or something on the comments if you're still watching? Or Greg,
I'm going
Here
to
we
go
go.
and check the plug.
would be the last guy to get beer tips from?
Check
I
the
drink
plug.
anything.
I
Same,
can't remember
Greg.
which one's
Same.
which.
That's the YouTube one you walk to first.
Right.
Was it plugged in?
Yep.
Is the volume up?
Yep.
Not
Is
much
the
more
mic
to it.
on?
Yep.
Where's the other fancy mic?
It's up here.
Hello.
Right. So,
Probably getting it.
sound like a bloody Wookiee.
Knew that would happen. So good.
So, Renault season has begun for some people.
Yep.
But please, just if you're like any further south than Brisbane, just wait another 4 weeks because it's actually not time yet.
No.
Like a lot of people are going early because they've had a few warm days, but your soil temp's not quite high enough. I've done 2 Renaults, one Saturday and one today.
Yeah. not quite.
And the rule of thumb with the soil temps,
22
minimum and maximum added together has
There's
to be
your
over
air temp.
40.
air temps.
Yeah, over 36. Yeah.
40.
40.
Yeah.
Are you going 40? Are you?
No,
I
that's
go
what I've
30.
been told.
Mate, I go 32 if you want. I don't
Yeah.
care.
Not, I'm
So
not
the
talking about
40?
your age.
No,
The
my
horse
age
is
is
saying
bigger
his
than
is
that.
better now.
Mine's
I'm
done.
creeping up
I'm not
behind
over.
you. I'm
Yeah.
40. I'm right there with you.
No, I'm young pup.
And like Michelle
40
said,
stone.
and like Michelle Dickinson said,
Yep.
if you go too early to try and get ahead, then it could
actually
be
takes
set
longer.
back
Mm.
with diseases and other.
That post you did on that was actually
Issues,
brilliant.
yeah.
If you have a look, search Michelle's name on
It's
the
in,
page. Oh yeah, it's in the
it's in the
announcements.
announcements.
Post. That was really good. So, thank you for that, Michelle.
And Jason, yes, Fear Inoculum is 2 years old today.
Yes, yes. Tool fan.
What is the
fair enough.
benefit of a pre-scalp?
Pre-scalp.
Pre to what? What are you doing?
Oh,
I suppose a
Pre-scalp before I put down a Celiprin GR.
I don't think it makes much difference.
No, that's
with their Celiprin, it wouldn't.
no.
No, the Celiprin, because when you water it, the granulars dissolve
And
to
they
nothing
go
to go
into
into
it
the soil
and
and,
get
then get taken
taken
up
up.
by the plant. So
Exactly.
I'd probably wait until you finish renovating to then put your Celiprin in, or before you top dress. I'd do
Yep.
everything else before you do it. So, obviously, you want it as close to the soil profile as possible, but you don't want to then put down a Celiprin GR, then hit it with a Scarifier and
Yeah.
like vacuum up all your
Hard work.
all your
All the
all your
krills.
Celiprin. There's $143
Yeah.
down the tube.
Yep.
So I would just wait, verticut, Scarify, do whatever you got to do, core, then do all
Top
your
dress.
amendments that you have to do, then top dress.
Top dress, that's it.
Set the sprinklers off and go inside and have a nice cold beer with the Skag cooler.
a
And then
skag
be,
cooler.
be patient for it to come back.
That's right. So I honestly can't wait. I'm frothing.
Yeah. What are you thinking? Are we going to have a wet summer? Another
That's
one?
the forecast is a wet,
Yep.
even wetter than last time because the ocean temperatures are
Again.
warmer than last year. So
And you can
Yeah.
see with the activity the States has been having with rain and hurricanes this season, I think we're in for
Yeah,
it.
I just saw another big hurricane
Yeah.
warning last night.
Yeah.
I'm actually hoping that we do have a wet season. The reason being, because I'm actually going to go for, I'm going to sprig my verge, like
Ooh.
the footpath, with
With
the
what?
Primo Zoysia.
Ooh.
oh,
Oh yeah. How
Yeah.
how you getting that?
he's buying it.
I've
Oh, you got
organised
to buy it.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's so good. Have you had a feel of it yet?
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a feel of
Honestly,
it up at
so good.
Mainball Garden Expo.
have you seen or heard about this?
Daly's
Oh.
Turf was there.
So when we were at the ASTMA conference, Lawn Solutions had a thing.
Oh, it's
And it's
better,
got
right?
all the stuff and had all the plots, you know, and you feel it, and it's got Tiff Tuff there and so Grange. And then I was like, "What's this?" Like it was honestly just
Oh, it was
the
like
next.
velvet.
It was just so
Really,
Yeah.
it's
So-
really
so
BJ fine leaf.
Yeah.
Doesn't grow any more than 10 mil, which is
Really?
it's a dwarf, mainly for the putting greens.
Mm.
They do have it, but not enough to cultivate it. But to actually purchase the sods, they reckon it's going to be in the mid $40 per square meter.
So, if you you know how grass works, and if you cut too much off, you're just left with the stalk. You scalp it, right? So when the bowls guys, the greenkeepers there, they cut for tournaments and the like, they measure their cutting height with coins. So they have the height of a 50-cent coin, a 20-cent coin, and a 10-cent coin sideways.
Okay.
So flat on the ground.
Yep.
So they'll cut it as the width of a 10-cent coin is their cut height.
That's not me.
So they,
I run a whole damn
Skag's not
game.
that bad.
Yeah, that's not
and
me.
when you see, you know, like the international level bowls tournaments, if it's not an artificial turf, it often looks like there's no grass because there's effectively bugger all leaf
Yeah.
left.
Yeah.
They've cut it all off. But with Primo Zoysia, they're cutting at 10 cents and still green.
Wow.
Yeah,
It is
Super green.
Unbelievable.
it is.
Oh,
But
love
even
it.
just to get the sprigs, they quoted me, I think it was mid $9 a square metre. So I don't know how they're going to work that out.
Yeah.
But
How
I
active
think
is
from
it?
talking,
Is it seasonal or is it like just chill all the way through, just at the same height, or does it have
We
like
talked
a
to
real
Simon
heavy-
about it. He said it was pretty for Queensland. It'll be all the way through. For the lower states, it will go a little bit less. But he said for Queensland, he goes.
See,
it's,
Daly's-
it's a revolution.
Daily Strove had a little plot up at the Queensland Garden Expo, and they've never mowed it. And it looked like the no-mow grass
Yeah.
Yeah.
with it. It was just brilliant.
kind of grass that puts me out of business.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, stop talking about it.
Exactly.
Stop selling it for them. Yeah.
So, yeah, so hoping to get that down.
Yep.
November, they said, might be available.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I've got to start spraying the
Yeah.
footpath.
From what the
with
photo
all the
you
weeds,
just showed me,
the
mate,
photo that I showed you.
you're gonna need some big bottles of glyphosate. Like what
Glyphosate.
that blade bottle there, you're just gonna need straight glyphosate with that size bottle.
And I've got to go and see Ben Cameron's
Yeah.
Hey.
to get the
Is he on there?
Yeah, he's there.
yeah, to get a weed burner.
Yep.
So that'll help it a bit. Any of the seeds, because the wife complains about the bendies.
I've got some mates
And
from my
the
20s
kids
that can help you
dragging
out with
Just never
weed
happy.
burning.
So
And
Jason is asking a question. He's got a new house, as I know. Well, you've never invited me over. I'll say that. It's irrigated. What is the depth the hoses should be? He doesn't want to core and smash his irrigation. Well, there's no regulation or requirement for him to have a certain depth with irrigation lines. I've done air rates where I've seen them lying on the surface, like
Yes.
literally you can see the top half of it lying on the surface. And I've done one today. Craig, if you're watching, Craig, g'day. He's got his at least 300 mil deep. Generally, if they're not using a trenching machine to install it and they've dug it by hand, it's pretty shallow. Your best bet is find one of your irrigation heads and maybe just dig down around it just to see how deep they are, because
So, for instance, Lenny, your groundsman aerator you've got,
Yep.
it goes 5 inches. Is that right?
Yeah, about
On
130 mil, something like
yeah.
that. It'll go.
So, and that's a pretty hardcore not domestic, like
Well, that's that's
Commercial machine.
commercial
commercial machines.
stuff.
Well, the
like
billy
that.
goat, the little billy goats, and a lot of the other ones will only go 2.5 to 3 inches maximum.
So let's say if you're getting a lawn renovation guy around like Lenny or any other contractors that are going to do that, if your irrigation's 250 mil deep,
You're
you're,
all
go-
right.
you're
You're
going to
okay.
be pretty good.
So
So,
if you're installing irrigation,
yeah,
dig it deep. Do
Yeah.
it deep. Then you don't have to worry
that's
about
right. Yeah. And just make some markers of where your lines actually run.
Yeah.
Like whether you put a little blue dot on your fence and then another little blue dot on your patio, and that's where your line runs from there to there. So when guys like Lenny or other contractors come around,
Or even,
you got no risk. You just know exactly where they are.
it. Yeah.
or even before you fill
Take
up
photos.
exactly.
Yeah.
Take a
Take
photo of it
Yeah.
and go, look, Len,
Yep.
this is where my thing. Okay,
You know-
we're not going to go.
I mean, I aerated a guy on the way home. Funny story. Funny story.
What? Was that a solid time or?
No. It was a funny story. He had a truck turn around. Used his front yard to turn around.
Sorry.
I'm not getting smutty.
Sorry. That's
Um,
a first.
Someone turned the
Ding,
truck
ding,
around
ding,
on his
ding.
front
Sorry about
lawn and left these great big wheel marks, and he's getting married in 4 weeks' time.
Awesome.
So, can you fix it? Oh, look, I'll give it a go. It's on a bit of a slope, so I started at the bottom and worked my way up, and it was just almost like a rotary hoe, because I was pushing down so the front wheels are just touching and just sort of dragging it up the hill. It brought it up a bit, but it's not going to be perfect. But he's got drains and pipes and stuff under that, 100 mil, and I went, I can adjust the height of my groundsman, so I made it 70 mil and went from
Yeah.
there. So that's
Jesus. The people on the video probably can't see that thing fly around, and then it's all like dodges
one
stuff.
of those giant bloody.
Where's
monsters.
Agro? He'd get rid of it.
Dicky knee.
Yeah. So did we finish sport?
Yeah.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh no, we didn't talk about the Rah games. It's going to be playing.
Oh
you?
yeah. Well, all the
Since you're a Rah man.
I am the rugby championship is moving to Queensland, or it's in Queensland, apart from the last Bledisloe game, which will be in Western Australia. So yeah, it's all going to be in Southeast Queensland. A couple of games in Townsville, I think. which is awesome.
Yep.
Chad's watching. Hey, Chad, you're supposed to be doing some sort of racing. Because you just can't. Apparently, he's coming in 2 weeks.
Is it? He does virtual racing.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah, the setup is epic.
Oh,
It's
sent me a
ridiculous.
photo of it. It's
It's
amazing.
crazy.
Yeah.
Greg Anderson. I have a Cooch client that has a lovely lawn. One spot always has a bit of brown tips, gets granular fert regularly, and plenty of water.
What's under it, Greggy?
That's what it would be.
Poke around, mate. There might be a chunk of concrete left from a builder.
Get
or
a big
something.
long screwdriver.
Get a screwdriver,
Stick it
that's
down and
it.
see what you can
Just
feel.
poke around, and you might find there's something under
Probably
there.
at like an old Hills hoist
Yeah,
post
that's
or
what I was
something. I would
gonna
say that's
And talking
9
about
times out of 10.
a screwdriver, if anyone is going to get, say, Lenny or anyone to core their lawns, give it plenty of water.
Yeah.
Water heavily the day before. Don't water the day
That
of.
morning, you're going to
Because
put the
otherwise-
sprinkler on
2
for
days
10 minutes.
before.
Oh, yeah, I watered it. No,
One
flood
day,
it,
Manny
flood
rocked
it.
up to my house and I'd only watered the front. And he was aerating the back, and he's like, "There's water there."
I thought I was back in Greece trying to catch my grandmother's goats. That's why Lenny gave me the billy goat.
That's right, mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Classic. Yeah, hilarious. Yeah. So Greggy, look underneath there. Somewhere.
Yeah,
Just
just
poke
get a
around
big
it.
long screwdriver,
Yep.
poke it through, and
There's
then
got to be a reason why it's
It's
got to
in
be
that one
an
spot.
obstruction under the soil, or if it was diseased, it'd be more prevalent and make itself bigger and uglier.
New builds are always tenacious for having just builders rubbish.
Oh, mate, they,
yes.
they,
I'm
they
on
grass-
builder's
Crushed
sides all day.
buckets,
but
everything.
yeah.
Like
Why doesn't the grass grow in this section and you cut the grass back a little bit and there's an ice break container or
Yeah,
something in
they
it?
are found like.
Well,
A
they're
couple of V cans or
Bricky's
something.
the V.
breakfast.
That's it.
Bricky's
I
breakfast.
always find crushed buckets, and you'll find all sorts of crazy stuff underneath.
It's their rubbish tip.
Yeah. Especially like
And that's the thing.
out the front where they have their rubbish pile.
Yeah.
The guy comes and removes it with the bobcat, and this whatever he can't pick up with a 4-in-1 bucket is going under your grass.
That's it. And that's the thing. Preparation is the most important thing.
Yep.
A lot of people want to, save time on, on the prep. Mate, you might as well not do it at all. Just concrete the place with it.
Concrete.
Greg says it's the best dirt ever. It's very well prepared. Well, if you know what's under it, I'd be taking samples and sending them to Michelle for a full-blown soil test, and she'll tell you exactly what the go is.
Yeah.
So hit Michelle Dickinson up, and she'll do an expert
Just
analysis.
message me, Greggy. I'll organise it for you.
Yeah. So,
Oh, he's
Yes.
messaged.
ding. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much. Anyone else watching on the tubes? Give us some questions. There's 13 people watching.
Oh, that's unusual.
What about on the lawn, on the Facebook one?
26,000. No, there's
26,000.
20 odd.
What'd you put him next to Lenny Gibbo for?
Make you look better.
You serious? Make me look anorexic now next to you guys.
That's what you've always wanted, man.
That's right.
Right.
No, don't forget, Wally's not here, but don't forget his the awesome comp that we're running with in conjunction with his company ICL. It's the best prize we've ever given away. It's so good.
But he's trying to convince me to do nudes in my backyard to try and win it.
Mate, it's worth a shot.
I'm going to be the
I
most
don't know if
deserving.
I'm going to win it doing nudes.
The only
You are
ICL
famous
product,
for it.
the only ICL product I've used before my lawn went up to what was the
Concrete.
H2O
Try smart.
Trismart?
Trismart.
H2 Pro. Trismart?
Brilliant.
I used it yesterday for the first
Brilliant.
time.
What's the
I was-
blade there, Lenny? What's that for?
It's a biostimulant with a mild nitrogen in it.
Oh,
You
okay.
You put that out with the
It's like it's a
Trismart normally.
seaweed and sort of it's plant health.
Yeah.
Um,
And the stress buster, is it stress buster they call?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
It's-
like dream sauce.
Yeah, dream sauce. It's like the iron foliar
Oh, okay,
spray,
yeah.
but supercharged.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on steroids.
Yeah, absolutely nails it. So, it's unbelievable. Literally just glows. Did you watch the footy up at Morton Daly Stadium the other day? The NRL games they have up
No.
at Redcliffe.
No, some people will.
Look at some
They
of
use
the
stress
highlights.
buster up there.
They use stress buster up there, and that field literally would glow in the dark. At the
Oh,
moment.
Benny Cameron used stress buster for the first time. the other
Oh,
day,
that's right.
and
I saw the.
he's still a dribbling mess. He still
Yeah?
stands there looking at his lawn dribbling.
Yesterday I was literally in the middle of watering my lawn, had like a full irrigate going, and truck rocked up with the Tri-Smart and like all my stuff. I literally turned the water off, ran inside, mixed up the Tri-Smart, went and sprayed before the kept irrigating for the day. I reckon it was out of the truck 15 minutes, and then my sprayer went flat after like one section. I was like, God.
Well, at least you didn't have to agitate it.
That's right.
It's already done for
Yeah,
you.
that's right.
And Albie's
Benny-
using ICL stuff too.
Yeah, he does.
Products?
He just is a full ICL program now.
Yep.
Ben,
Total known.
what soil tests? What
He'll
about
change his
people
name
that
to
have top
Tom
dressed for the
Tate
last
in
few
that bit.
years?
Sorry.
Obviously, testing is sort of a waste of time and money. Oh, it's not really, mate. You should take your soil test at 100 mil depth, and the instrument you use must be stainless steel. If you use mild steel, you get a bad ferrous count because it'll actually pick up bits of metal or ferrous in the soil test. But again, we can get Michelle, who does soil tests for the Fanatics, we'll get her details. If you're interested in getting a soil test done through the Fanatics, they do. She does a great price for us. Send me a message and I'll send you her details.
Hook it up.
It's the best money. Like I did it one few years ago, and it was the best money I spent.
Yeah.
And the only thing that was missing was organic matter.
Concrete.
Yeah, that's what it is.
He just loves it. Yeah, straight line. Yeah.
Who's Nicholas he knows it's not a huge area, mate. It doesn't matter how big it is. It's your patch, mate.
That's right.
How do you level an area 18 by 7? The top of the area is about 70 mil higher than the low side. Mate, you would do it bit by bit. Just take your time and do it.
Well, it depends really what turf he's got also, because
yeah,
my turf inside I've got OzTough, which is
Yeah.
green cooch,
yeah.
and it was like
And
the
outside
road
it's
is.
got weeds.
And then I ended up putting pavers all around as a garden edge,
Yeah.
and there was places about 100 plus mil. I just filled it up with sand, and people saying, no, it won't grow. It will,
It
and
will.
it did grow.
Yeah.
No problem at all.
Best practice is layer.
Yeah.
Just do thin
Yeah.
layers and just build it up bit over time.
Yeah. Few patience tins.
Yeah.
Speaking of patience tins,
Here we are.
Hello, Shelley.
How you going?
Look at this fine specimen of a lady, eh?
What do we got here? Frozen cakes.
Frozos. Couldn't be
Freeze
a
brains.
carpet
Can't
grass
have-
club
can't
without
have a
Frozos.
club without Frozos.
How good.
Hey,
Thanks,
Shell,
Shell.
was
Thanks,
it low
you.
tide, was it?
she's already
Tell them
been,
to fix it. I
she's
know.
been sculling out of it already.
Yeah,
It's a
tell them
rough-
to fill it up next time.
It's a rough road between here and Macca's, and so they just settle down.
As soon as I get it, I tap, and then give it back to them to fill it up again.
Thanks for your back.
That's right.
Thanks, Shell.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Dave.
Joe.
Oh, that's better.
Get
Yeah, so
dry
Nicholas,
there,
do it, mate. Best practice is to do it over time, just do bit by bit. The other thing you could do, if you really were keen, you could cut your turf out and put a whole big layer of stuff down, then put your turf back on top.
So
That's
my
something you can
my lawn has, where I took a big tree out the back, it's sunk from all the natural stuff rotting away. And it's sunk like a foot. So I'm going to get the Pro Plugger, plug out that whole area with plugs as much as I can, fill it up, and then replant the plugs. That's my plan for this year. So pretty much the cheats way of cutting the turf out and redoing it.
So you'd like to borrow mine?
Yeah, again, for another 6 months. Only just putting soil spreader. Hey, by the way, I can't believe you and that story with the soil spreader.
The classic Manny stories.
What sauce, bro?
Yeah, the one the lawn level you sold.
The one you sold for
Yeah.
a profit? Yeah.
No, I didn't sell it for a profit.
Yeah, you did,
No, I didn't.
didn't you?
I got you one back. I replaced it for you.
When?
It's in his van in the mechanics.
It's at home.
He's been waiting for it.
Likely story.
Yeah.
So
They didn't even take it in the end because it was too expensive for them. $140, that's including the shipping. And then when the project manager told them about it, they didn't take it, they left it. So the builder kept it for himself.
So Lenny's only got one still, so you need to get yours
No,
out
there's
here.
two.
Yeah, one's at your house though.
Yeah.
How am I meant to borrow it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know where your house is. I know where Lenny's house is.
Bunnings.
Dry
Bunnings have
puzzle.
got them.
Emma. Hey, Emma. Emma runs the Queensland Lornies group. I'll get back to Bernie in a minute because it's a fungal thing, so I would say we need
Ask
someone-
Wally.
Yeah, ask Wally. Emma and Mr. Star, good question is, what should people look for in a top dress? Also, what scenarios might make them look for a mix or something different?
Are you going to the races or to a cocktail party? If you want a top dress.
Look, I think there's a couple of scenarios there. Have you done an analytical soil test so you know what the composition of your soil and what you're lacking? And if you're lacking organic matter in your soil, then you would get a mix with organic matter in it. If you're got really heavy clay soil, sometimes they say stick away from sand because it can create concrete.
Concrete.
That's it.
But I've never seen that happen.
It all depends what you're trying to do.
Well, it depends
really
what you're
does.
trying to do, what grass type you got. If it's buffalo grass, I'll often get a mix because it just suits buffalo better.
If he's
And
top
you know
dress
what?
in Zoysia, more sandy than not.
Yeah.
They love the
I
sand.
tend to use USGA sand because it's a certified product and you can't stuff that up really.
No.
If people say, "Oh, your top dress wasn't good," well, it's certified.
Yeah. Here it
It
is.
just covered my bum more than anything.
Then less weeds.
And then
Yeah.
But as far as sand goes, really fine sand is no good. You know, as far as I'm concerned, probably the wash pit sand is probably the limit of what I do. USJ sand is more coarse than wash pit sand. It's also quite angular in its grain.
Under a
and that's-
microscope.
Yeah, under a microscope, and that's better for it not compacting. So river sand, where it's all round, you can get compaction issues with that. That's the stuff that tends to go crusty.
Yeah.
You know, the sand that gets real crusty on top. Something that's got real angular sides to the grain. Take a microscope to the landscape yard and have a look. Yeah, that's what I did. Like, I suppose have a look at your general area. Like we got, Brisbane's a floodplain, so we got pretty good soil. We don't have huge amounts of clay, but I tend to just use USGA sand or a decent, I suppose, medium sand. I've used coarse sand before very successfully. It depends, what you're looking for. There's nothing wrong with using coarse sand. There's nothing wrong with using medium but I wouldn't use fine.
There we go.
And a lot of people say, oh, but there's no nutrients in sand.
Well, then you create your own environment.
That's right.
You
But
be in
then
control.
if you've got a proper fertilised program,
Correct.
you don't need to have the nutrients in it.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
all the soil that we get now from all the landscape supplies, they're all man-made, and that's why a lot of them are that hydrophobic.
That's right. They need the soil
It
weathers
is,
to make
yeah.
them not hydrophobic.
And most of it's just all barks. It's just like the potting mix that you got.
But a
Yeah.
lot of us want
just-
we watch the footy and we want a stadium quality lawn, or I do.
Yeah.
But all those stadiums are on
Built on sand.
sand.
That's right.
So it's just purely the profile and the amendments and everything that they use.
Well, there's nothing wrong with doing a mix. If you want to mix, then do it. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it.
That's right.
Ultimately, you're the consumer, so whatever you want to buy or use, then use it.
All right. So I have one question, Lenny, that we want to settle once and for all from the fanatics this week.
Yep.
Which is the debate whether you scalping, verticutting, scarifying. Let's just go through those three things so that we can refer anyone back to this to talk about it if we need to. So people say, do you have to scarify if you're mowing to dirt? Well, it all depends what you want, but in a full renovation situation,
Well, it would depend on your thatch layer.
Correct.
So thatch is not above the ground. People will see a nice thick lawn and they go, "Oh, that's really thatchy." Rubbish. Thatch is below the ground. It's the layer of spongy organic material that hasn't broken down. You cannot remove thatch with a scalp. You cannot remove thatch with a rotary or a cylinder mower. You just can't do it. It doesn't
work.
happen.
Yeah.
That you remove thatch two ways. You can core aerate it and use big tines or whatever. Just core aerate often to get rid of thatch, or you can use a dethatching machine, which is, you know, the nasty looking thing with the big blades that rips through and rips out a lot of stuff. That's how you dethatch.
Yep.
You can't do it by scalping. So scalping is probably, you know, I think it's removing all the old adult parts of the plant so it rejuvenates and starts growing juvenile bits of plant again.
Nice
So it's
new.
a lot smaller leaf, it's a lot finer, it's softer.
Yep. It's all tillering.
Yep.
Yep.
Till it starts all
But a lot of
tillering.
the lawnmowers don't even go right down. Like I've got a Massport President, I think it's
Yep.
4,000.
Yep.
And the reason I bought that was just to scalp the lawn when I do my
Yeah.
reno.
I would have
And
bush
that
range on
goes
140 and
6
it goes,
mil.
Yeah, it goes pretty
That's
low.
the lowest that I've looked at all the brands. It's
Yeah.
just the Massport President, 6 mil.
Yeah.
How's that Honda 216
You
going?
should see the Honda 216 that BJ lent me without
Yeah.
without the back wheels on it. It goes low.
You're a bit of a freeloader,
I'm,
eh?
I'm the ultimate
Rip the
haul
wheels
for
off and
free.
drag it
free
around.
Nah, I dropped it the other day because obviously having a kid last year, my back lawn turned into a mullet lawn. I looked after the front, just let the back just run free, and it got really thick. I can't cylinder mow it at the moment, but this year I'm going to get it back in shape. So I started the scalping process to get it back to cylinder height. I borrowed PJ's mower, and on Sunday alone I took 3 green bins off and I dropped it 1 notch on the Honda because Aussie Blue, for those who don't know, is just luscious
Thick.
green, thick goodness.
I did Craig's lawn today, 100 square metres of tipster. I've got 3.5 bulk
I
bags
saw
full.
that on
so
there.
I'm coming in.
I swear you just did 1 reno today.
Yeah, 3.5 bulk bags. It was thick. It was lush. It was beautiful
Yeah.
when we got there. Not so good when we left.
Did you,
Nah.
did you help out?
No,
No, I didn't help. I
Michelle
was
and I.
working
Oh,
today. It's
sweet.
just
Yeah,
shelling
she was
in.
on the tools. She was pushing around the little bushy.
Did the Brisbane City the council truck driver come by?
No,
Like
no,
last
it was,
year?
last year. Yeah, what
There
an
was this
awesome
guy
bloke he
from the
was.
council, and he goes, "Hey, that's Lenny. He's taking photos." I said, "Are you
Celebrity.
serious, mate?" I said, "He's only human. There's nothing wrong."
He hasn't had to sign
Thanks.
any catches yet, so.
Manny had the irrits because he didn't recognise him.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
right.
better
But
off.
no,
mate.
he was talking to Craig the other day and saying that, oh, they're coming on Friday this year. No, it's a Tuesday. Oh, damn it, because Friday's bin day.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, so he was a little bit upset. That's all
Upset.
good. That's all good. Hey, Harry, how you going, mate?
Well, everyone will recognise BJ around the place now because Lenny's rescue rig's cool, but BJ has all the gear and no idea on his rescue rig. It's one of the best looking mowing contractors set up, so I reckon I've ever seen.
Oh,
What
love
what
it.
are the I'm really tired.
Whippersnipper?
The racks?
Whippersnipper racks on the,
The
side.
racks, yeah. I've got equipment defender racks over the whole rig.
Yeah,
Actually, mid last year, I actually had a brand new trailer.
that's right.
And-
Because someone wrote
Yeah.
it.
Someone,
An
yeah,
old
right,
fella
yeah.
came across and destroyed it in one fell swoop.
And it was only new too,
It
wasn't
was new. It was probably only about 5 months old.
Yeah.
So
Did they end up
So-
writing that off?
yeah, it was a full
And
write off.
starting in.
Yeah.
And
Did you see
yeah,
the crash?
No.
it was a beast.
His
My-
mate just happened to be filming something
Yeah.
in the rain because it was pouring so hard. This guy just comes from the other lane and just takes the
straight
trailer
out.
out from the other
It
side.
was on New Cleveland Road.
Yeah, New Cleveland Road.
So one car ended up in the ditch like this, and we had to help this old lady out in about 2 foot of water. It was bucketing down.
Meanwhile, he's got
Oh.
50 grand worth of equipment being
Yeah,
swallowed
I had my Skag 48 Tiger Cat on there. I had my V ride, my 32-inch V ride. I think at the time I had a bushy on there as well, like a Pushmo 21-inch SP.
What's that? What do you do with the Harley V-Rod?
And then a Harley V, right?
No, it's a Skag V.
Oh, I
Skag
thought you
V
said I was talking about a Harley V-Rod.
Just do a
No,
burnout.
no, but
This is why you can't have a serious conversation with Manny.
just
That's
missed
right.
the fuel tanks, just straight underneath the fuel tanks, and just twisted the whole thing. So
Twisted the whole chassis.
yeah, it stood up like got
Same make as your trailer though, right?
Top
Top
line
line?
trailer,
Top
yeah,
line,
yeah,
yeah.
really good guys, and they got straight onto it and made me a new one within 2 weeks, so it was really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got the whole thing covered in equipment defender from Catch Pro Australia.
So if you want whippersnipper racks or anything mower related, or storage or transport related for mowing,
Contractors.
catchpro.com.au.
Yeah, he's got some.
And the Catch Pros for the ride-on.
Yeah,
if you
the
want to
Catch
catch
Pro,
a few
yeah.
Oh,
ride-ons.
that's it. I've
Catch
seen
Pro,
them.
yeah.
They're the custom-made grass catchers
Mate,
for ride-on.
He lives just down in Manly. He makes everything
Oh,
out
does
of
he?
his
Oh, he's
house.
from Brisbane,
Yeah,
Yeah, Finn. Yeah, he's a good bloke.
yeah, really
Oh,
good dude.
okay.
Yeah, he's got some good stuff in the works. So I'm lucky enough. He's my second cousin, so I get to prototype. Yeah, here we go. I get to prototype. Like I get his prototypes, and he's like, just go out and destroy them. Like do what you can, so I can put them to market. So there's some cool stuff coming. Like really cool stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
So what's your lawn like, BJ?
It's average. It's average.
Like,
It's not bad. It's not
like
bad.
a mechanic.
Like
It
the
is-
mechanics
yeah,
garden leaks
it's
oil
not the
or
worst
plumber's
lawn
tap
in the
is-
street.
yeah.
It's not the worst lawn in the street. It's definitely not the best.
It's
lawn
also a
in the
rental.
street,
He's moving soon, and then
Yeah,
he'll
yeah,
be
no.
able to
Then he'll
concentrate
look
on
in.
That's it. I look after my equipment and my beard and my family, and that's
In that order.
In that
Yeah.
order.
Women, beard, and family.
That's right.
No,
Exactly right. It
they
is
look after
lush.
me.
It's luscious, isn't it?
Oh, did you see it out the front?
Mm.
It's thick.
It's very thick.
It's got some
Queensland
legs
blue.
on it.
Not
Queensland.
that high.
Mine-
There'd be a
yeah.
lot.
Mine is
There'd be
just
a few
weeds.
catches.
It's
Yeah.
green.
It
It's
is,
nice
yeah.
and green.
Yeah.
I mulch it.
Weeds.
Yeah.
I can roll over it with the tiger
Right.
cat and then mulch
Sprayed
it
out the
straight
right.
in.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Spray out the ride, slow it down. It'll take a couple of weeks, but it'll die off.
So have you got a plan for that yet?
No.
Not quite. See
No.
how we go.
Might just try and keep the
Rejuvenate the
lap.
36. Yeah.
Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Daniel's Lawn. Anyone seen Ben Sims' new place?
Yep, I've been there 5 times.
It's a competition.
No. No, yes, I haven't seen Benny
We've
Sims.
seen it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I wish I could have a place like that.
Good on him.
Yeah.
12 acres.
How
Wow.
good.
Yeah, all success
Have
to
you seen
him.
it?
Benny's,
No, I
a
haven't
good,
seen it.
Benny's a good bloke. We speak quite regularly.
Liverpool
so
fan.
He's a legend.
Yeah, I know Sims is. Yeah,
Yeah.
All acres.
I know.
Yeah.
Greg Anderson, when do you guys start your spring fur? I think it's too early, and I'll
Tomorrow.
wait till mid-October.
Tomorrow, it's
long
spring.
weekend.
Alright, spring, mate.
Thoughts?
I usually wait until we know that there's some form of precipitation looming at some point. Just until the first rains really come. Not obviously the day of, but in the weeks leading up to.
And not like rain for a few days. Oh, there is rain coming.
Yes.
Oh, geez.
How about now?
Yeah, now. It's
Oh.
Get out there, kids.
Oh.
James Headley, great question, mate. Hey guys, I've got an idea to try and sprig from my yard with clippings and that. Oh, and clippings and that from my Tiff Tuff while renovating my backyard. Is it worth a crack or should I just buy turf?
Clippings won't do anything.
No.
You won't get it from clippings, so you need to.
Verticut?
Verticut, Scarify,
You actually need rootstock parts of the root.
rootstock, stolons, rise up.
yeah.
You need bits of that.
If you're
for it
on
to really go.
YouTube on the Fanatics channel, have a look at the series where we did for My New Lawn. That was a sprig lawn, so
Yeah.
it goes through everything. It even shows you the parts of the plant that you need to have.
Yeah.
So
It's on the YouTube channel. So jump on there and have a look.
Yeah.
Speaking of YouTube videos, my friend BJ here and I are going to do a quick series on basic lawnmower maintenance.
Yep.
We've got all the stuff ready to go. We both just need to be able to have time off at the same time to film it.
Yep.
Obviously, being a mowing contractor, renovator, not much time to do videos right now, but I'm going to do basic videos such as changing the blades on a rotary, take the spark plug lead off first, oil changes, whippersnipper to load a whippersnipper easily, the easiest ways to do it. Just typical stuff that average punters don't really know the tricks around.
Yep.
So BJ and I are going to do that, and we're going to put them on the Fanatics
Yeah.
YouTube and on the Bearded Lawnsman
We can
page.
do a few. Just maybe shoot Glenn. Like if anyone's got any good questions that we can throw a video together.
who's
you know,
Glenn? Oh,
Yeah. Who's that guy?
who's that?
Feeling, even things
How
like
many
changing
Ugga Duggers?
heads. Yeah.
How many Ugga Duggers?
Yeah.
Ugga-duggers
Couple of
together.
Ugga-duggers. Or glug-glugs when you're doing fur. Like
Yeah.
chemicals,
No.
couple of glug-glugs.
Yeah.
No, we measure
No, not
properly.
Ugga-duggers.
No, but we measure properly these days.
Well, that's
It's
Queensland lawn fanatic,
it's
right?
precipitating
Yeah.
out of Justin's place,
Oh.
so that's a good thing. 'Cause
Did
he's,
Justin send you that pallet that he got delivered of all the ICL gear the other day? He sent me a photo of like a pallet 1200
Oh, not-
high.
different Justin,
Oh,
not Fraser.
oh,
No, this is McDonald.
oh, McDonald.
Yeah.
Is the discount still going with the ICL?
Yep.
Yep.
Till when?
Till the end of the comp, as far as I know.
30th of September, but it may be
okay.
getting extended.
So Oz Gold, OZGOLD at Lawn Care Supplies will get you 20% off ICL products.
20%. Like
20% off ICL products
is massive.
an enormous amount of money.
And most of the fanatics always go, oh, but the shipping's really expensive to get it sent from everywhere. Well, this will take away the cost of your shipping, no worries, and you'll still get a discount. So,
Just take into account, like, a bag of fur's like 15, 20, 25 kilos. That's like 30 pairs of Yeezys, running shoes. So, if you're
How
getting
many letters would that be? A standard letter.
11,000.
Yeah. So if you
So
work
it's,
out
your
at $1
shipping
a
weight,
stand,
so-
a dollar a ten, whatever the
shirt
stamp
the other
is.
day, it cost me
What's that?
$9.60 in
10
postage.
litres, so that's
Yeah.
probably including packaging. There's 11 kilos there just in that one thing. So
Yeah.
it costs money to ship weight.
the guy wasn't happy when he pulled the courier van. He's getting the big lawn care supplies
There you
boxes.
go. Benny's got
out
some
the
stuff the other day. $35 shipping to Brisbane. He had about 60 kilos of gear.
Mm.
That's pretty
all
good.
Yeah, I had 60 kilos rock up yesterday, and the guy wasn't happy. He's like lifting double
What a
drums
sad
of.
sack.
Yeah,
Does he
he,
get
I
paid
had a
for it?
pallet the other day.
yeah, I saw that.
It's all on
Yeah,
rearranged the rack down there. It's working good.
how good, how good.
So, yeah.
Because the lawn care supplies, they're coming from
Victoria.
Victoria.
Yeah.
So put it this way.
I've ordered
coming from
stuff
lockdown.
from up Yandina way.
Well,
from a
you can
supplier
go-
up
yeah.
there,
Yep.
and it still costs about $30
Yeah. So if you're
for
in,
one bag.
if you're in Brisbane and you want to get ICL gear, you can get it from Fernlands, which is at Yandina. They don't have a discount at the
No.
moment, but
Not
that's
yet.
fine.
Not yet.
The Lawn Care Supplies in Victoria, 20% off ICL gear. at the
I
moment.
ordered on Friday at about 11 a.m. and my delivery got here yesterday for lawn care supplies. So I came
Wow.
from Victoria
What's
over
today?
the weekend.
Tuesday.
Yeah, it rocked up yesterday at 10 a.m.
Jeez.
So and it came from Victoria.
That's quicker than your engine and your
yeah, that's gonna
Yeah,
take a
yeah,
while.
Hyundai. It's
Took over
taken,
a week.
yeah, it's taken 3 weeks to get that here. It's come on the back of a bloody donkey.
I think it was supposed to have arrived today, but the mechanic didn't return my calls.
Any reason just have the Navara for a few more weeks?
yeah.
Eh?
Then he's borrowed my ute because his
Yeah.
Hyundai might have blown up.
Oh, I thought I saw you doing burnouts.
He will be in the rain on the way home, mate.
No, no. Is it coming?
As soon as you take the steel tray off the Navara and put on an aluminium tray, it's
Joking.
I got no problem.
Nah, mate,
dragging
she's
that
like
thing
the
behind my car.
Oh.
I'm not going
Good
very
Gibbo, do you want to lift home?
No thanks.
I'll put you at the back as counterweight.
Come on, mate. Come on. Imagine BJ, oh, you need low range to get up that hill.
Put it in forward drive.
Drop it back a couple of
It's
clicks.
terrifying coming up over that crest. Isn't
Oh,
it?
I told
Oh,
ya.
up here?
Yeah.
What are Wally's biggest faults?
Talks
What
too
can he
much.
do to improve? Positive attributes can also be mentioned.
Is that a Ben Cameron question?
Stuart Ross, it's a cracker of a question. I really love it.
What was it? Wally's.
For the panel's expert considerations, what are Wally's biggest faults? And what can he do to improve?
He shaves his beard off too often.
Yeah.
Positive attributes can also be
He
mentioned.
takes nights off the carpet grass club to go and drink beers with turf farmers. That's it. He's pretty perfect.
When you say
like
just keep it simple, Wal, 2 minutes later you're like, huh?
that. Yeah.
That is simple for him. Like, yeah, he's just a brain. Like,
He
he's
is.
unbelievable.
I honestly don't know how he keeps that much information going
Yeah, I don't know.
and remembers it like ping, like
Yeah.
straight away.
No, there was this bloody turf article written back in 1983, and he was like 9 years old or something.
Yeah. That's right. Still reading turf stuff.
I don't know.
Who's that? I'm not going to say what that says. But
He talks a lot. Anytime.
Alan Luke. Who's he?
I don't know. Alan Luke.
Who's Alan Luke?
Anytime Wally talks to you, like if he
It's the
rings up,
hustle.
there's never a short conversation.
It's great.
Wally rings up, and it's like 45, 50 minutes later.
I don't mind because I do a lot of driving for work, obviously. And if Wally calls at the start of one of those drives, I'm like, yes, this
Yeah.
drive's going to feel like nothing because it's like, oh.
You missed the turn off?
No.
Oh,
Do you?
I did yesterday.
Why do I have so many sawhorses? Says Renee. What do you think was holding up the seats for the last section?
That's right.
No, actually they are four. Behind us over here are some like tabletops, and we use them out on the lawn, and we have little parties and barbecues and stuff. So the sawhorses have tabletops that go on them.
Oh, is that my Renee asking that?
Yep.
We bought sawhorses for the first time the other day to build the chook pen. I felt so industrial.
Yeah,
Did you?
Yeah.
I still haven't got them yet.
No.
Have you got the tradie carpenter's belt?
No. Not that flash.
You need one of them.
Hey, Gibber, what's your son's name?
I don't have one.
Kyan?
Kyan.
Which one?
Kyan.
I've got two sons.
No, the eldest one.
Yeah, Kyan.
Kyan.
Yeah.
Is he-
Hey, Kyan. You seen the rectangular trampoline your mum bought?
Sick invite.
It's his Christmas present. Shut up.
Oh,
I hope he's not still watching.
hey, Alan Luke, that's Albie.
Albie.
Little gnome.
Oh, of course it is.
Every time I see him, I'm waiting for Snow White
Renee,
to
you
pop
were
up.
invited. You were invited. Gibbo just dragged you away for the weekend somewhere.
I wish.
He chose me.
That's
He
right.
chose me.
I
Oh
know,
no.
I know who puts
And
out more.
each straw's a shoulder.
Yeah,
are.
they are. Yeah.
Albie, I'm going to change his name in the group chat to Tom Tate, I think. Sure little stumpy bloke. Lots of attitude.
Well, that's why we named him Peter Gutwin.
Yeah.
He's a Tasmanian premier.
Yeah.
Short but largely immaterial state.
This guy, he's little Johnny Howard. Like, come on.
My Peter Beattie.
Like who?
Peter Beattie.
Peter Beattie, jeez.
Oh, crikey.
Campbell.
Big boy.
And a blight. Who's head of the banking finance people now, apparently.
Yeah.
Good for them. Yeah, so Renee, that's why we have so many sawhorses, because we use them to make tables.
Mm.
But there is a leg in the road, I can notice now. It's only been there all night.
Yeah, I can see it too. Didn't even notice the whole time.
No,
Oh,
it's-
yeah.
But yes, I built a chook pen on the weekend.
Yeah.
It's for my new organic fertilizer machines that are
Is
running
that,
around the yard.
is that on wheels?
No, it's under the cubby house.
Oh!
So
yeah,
it's built
right.
in under Kyan's cubby house with chicken wire. But my
Make sure you
hands
lock
are
them up every
shredded.
night.
Yep.
Lock them up every night, because I can tell you,
They got a little hen house in
there
there.
are foxes
Foxes.
around.
Yes.
That happened here, didn't it? Not
We
at
had four
Alligator.
chooks here in the backyard,
Mm.
in Mount Gravatt in Brisbane, and a fox got the lot
in one
in
night.
one night.
Wow.
Yeah, just down the road, we got photos of foxes in Lou's mum and dad's
Really?
place. Yeah, out the front, eating the Christmas decorations and drinking out of the bromeliads.
Well, they the Griffith Uni over here did a study on foxes in Mount Gravatt because they trapped 22 in a month.
Ooh,
Just in that area up there.
They're so,
Yeah.
they're so cunning that you can.
Yeah.
they've got a
And
spot
they
during the
reckon
day.
you can often see them up on the lookout.
Yeah, right.
So yeah.
Spell them
There you
out
go.
next meals though. But yeah, anyway, I finally caved to getting chickens.
Yeah.
I made sure we
Yes,
got four
they've
because
been named Gary.
Yeah.
What are they?
there's Colonel Sanders,
Yeah.
there's
Nando's.
Edna, like Dame Edna, because she's got really fluffy out there
Yeah.
feathers. The one Kyan named is Buck Buck. And Renee's one's called Ginger, because from the movie Chicken Run, Ginger is the leader of the thing.
Right.
And together they're called the Sizzle
I
Sisters.
don't want you to park because I do it like gravy.
That's
What
right.
is she complicated for?
They've got to have names.
Yeah, but Renee. Because of ginger and this and that.
Yeah, I know. One of my dogs is called Limousine, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
There's a dash in.
The sausage dog is called Limousine.
Oh, because it was long.
Stretch limo.
Great
Yeah,
name ever.
it is. He's swelled.
Yeah, Chris said he's saying you should concrete under the mesh because the foxes will dig under.
Yeah, right. Don't, that's more work.
That's so much more.
Don't
work.
tell Renee that, please.
Well, she already knows.
I
She's-
nearly,
She's on that.
She's
I need-
pretty much listening.
I need like
I'm pretty good
Mackay
concreter.
sons. Yeah. Oh god, man! I need to come and like raise the cubby house up so I can then do it. Because getting under there, it hurts after a whole weekend. I saw everything after that.
You're flexible, aren't you?
Nope, not anymore.
We just watched him come over this.
That's why the sauce ended up everywhere.
That's right.
I thought he pulled the muscle and I saw the red stuff all over the tables, the sauce.
It was his first hand too. It was just like,
Straight in it.
David Williams is turfing Kaiku soon and wants to know the best soil to put down first. I would say, mate, your best bet would be to get a analytical soil tester, and that'll tell you what you need to do, amend the soil, nutrients wise, or
For the best results.
yeah, to get your best results. Kaikia will pretty much grow anywhere, so you can't really go wrong. But
Our fairways at Windaroo are Kaikuyu,
yeah,
and at the moment, it's so good. You know, like the tees you get with the little spikes
Yeah.
on them, like the non-friction tees or whatever.
yeah,
That's what every lie on the fairway is like, with the little Kaikuyu
just
needles
tees
holding it
so
up.
much.
It
Yeah.
it's so perfect. I'm like, I'm so jealous.
Do you see
I
a
don't hit
lot
the
of
fairway,
Kaikuyu?
so
In Brisbane?
Oh, yeah.
There's not a lot.
It is alright.
it's warmer.
It doesn't really like the humidity here, so it will grow, but it doesn't flourish like it does down south.
I've got
Any
a few
customers?
little no customers that have full Kaikuyu. I've got a few little patches here and there, and a few
There's
villages, but
a bit of Bulimba.
yeah,
It goes
Gonna
nuts.
Meet us maker soon.
yeah.
You got some out there, don't you?
No,
Wasn't there Kaik out there?
no, it's gone now.
Alright,
I had some in the park next door to me, sporting field, and it would always go under the fence.
Yeah.
I was forever spraying it.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't grow as vigorously as it does down south or in drier climates, but yeah, you will find it around. It's just not common in
Yeah.
Brisbane.
Great cow food. Karthik is on the tubes.
Yeah.
Says good evening.
Yes. It's probably on the TikTok as well.
Yeah. What should your watering schedule look like post renovation? Do you treat it like new sod?
Yep, I would for the first week. I would give it a good drink every morning. Have a look at it in the afternoon. If the ground looks dry, give it another drink for the first week. As soon as you start getting vigorous growth back, start dropping your water rates back.
Yep.
But don't flood it. Just give it nice, regular small waterings. That's what.
And
I
if they've top dressed it, we've seen. I noticed when I've done my renos, sometimes it does get crusty.
yeah,
The seam,
Yeah.
but just go there with a rake, or
yeah, just get a broom
it just
and
breaks
take a
up,
broom
and then you
around
see
it.
all the new leaf coming through.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Keep brooming it down in there.
That's it.
Yeah. Get the old pallet broom back out, Lenny. That thing used to burn.
Oh no,
the
it's been
quads, didn't it?
retailed.
Remember the pallet
Yeah.
broom? Oh, the quads were just.
No, it's still
You're hanging it up?
Parts of it are still here. Well, it's all still here, but it's been retired.
There's no broom bristles on there.
It's
No,
all
it
worn
got
off.
dragged off.
From
It's a
being
steel
so
frame
behind
now.
a zero turn.
It's a steel frame now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Benny wants to know a question for BJ. With all the commercial work you do, what is your favourite lawn client that you service and why?
Check out his Instagram page for some of those.
Yeah, I got some really good clients. I've got a really nice person out on Grassdale Road. It's a brand new house. It's on 2.5 acres. Oh, when I say brand new, it's probably about 3 years old.
I think I've seen this one. You
Yeah,
posted bits of it.
the block was it was an ugly block. There was an ugly house on it, and they flattened it, and they've put just this huge Hamptons home in the middle, and dropped a $60,000 driveway all the way through, and it's a beautiful house. I'm pretty sure it's an award-winning house. I haven't really looked too much into it, but just the past year they just dropped an extra. Like they took out all the cooch because it wasn't growing so well underneath the gums, so they took it out and they laid an acre of Empire Zosia, and
Is that one growing under the?
it's growing really well.
Yeah.
He's he's hooked up. He's got a really good guy that comes out and looks after it. I'm not allowed to. I'm not
Why
allowed
is he
to
your
touch-
favourite client? Because he pays on time.
because he pays on time every time. Like almost the second I throw the invoice his way, he pays. No complaints. He goes weekly in summer, and he just has so much pride in his house, and it's just a beautiful house to go to every week. And yeah, it's just really good people. It's paying on time is a really good thing. Paying early is an even better thing, which he's really good at. I do have a lot of nice clients. I did another one today. The same
Better
sort of
straws,
area.
makers, that's crap.
Yeah, mine's
Yeah.
gone. No, I've got heaps of really nice customers, and normally I'll throw those up on Insta. But yeah, I have a few favourites, but yeah, that one's definitely the top.
Did anyone see that Sir Grange, like total yard redevelopment throughout the week? I can't remember the guy's name. I'm trying to look for it. It was Matt someone, where he did like the 90-metre rock wall along the driveway, and then bought in and filled up the whole thing. Did you see that?
No.
Oh, you have to have a look. A whole it's a whole acreage block and the whole thing's Sir Grange. The
Yeah.
whole lot. It's all freshly
Well,
laid.
that's like Tiedemann Valley
Yeah.
golf course down the Gold Coast.
We were meant to get-
85,000 square metres of
we, were
Sir
meant,
Grange.
we were meant to go.
We're meant to get, and we will get down there. Right, so there's a young
Home
fellow named
services.
Jared who wants to know who's the ridiculously good-looking bearded lawnsman in the Skag gear.
Ah, yes, that's me.
BJ Wall.
Right,
Hey,
Harley, he's loving the stream. Good on you, mate. Someone's got to. It's just me. Does it feel like Christmas with spring tomorrow? Yes,
Oh,
it
yeah.
does.
Matthew Oreo, that's who it was. And that's right, because I questioned if that was his actual name.
Matthew Oreo.
Yeah. 90 metres of rock walls, 560 cube of fill, including under turf, 32 pop-ups on 9 zones, and 1,000 square metres of Sir Grange. We finally got to stop laying turf.
What a legend.
Wow.
Have a go at that for a sick yard.
Whose is that? Matthews. Well done,
Matt.
Matthew.
yeah.
That's
Matt
awesome.
Oreo,
I think I'm
you
pretty sure I
would
saw. I'll look it up
like
later.
But yeah,
Where's he
Um,
based?
Vic, I think. Oh no, it must be Brisbane because he got the turf from Jim Boomer.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
So it'd be
So
Brisbane.
Gary, brown or red sauce on the buddies. Look, mate, that's pretty much as a rule. I go with anything with pastry and meat is red sauce. If it's pastry and chicken, it's brown sauce or barbecue sauce.
Okay.
But if it's like a steak, put stuff.
You
like
don't put.
Buddies,
No,
buddies
salt.
for me is like bacon and egg sangers. It's just
Salt and
barbecue
butter.
all the way.
Salt and butter on steak.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
Yeah, a bit of pepper. Yeah.
How else do you get such a lovely figure like mine?
Correct.
Salt.
No, well, yeah, mate.
That's
the
it.
way you get a body like that is neglect it.
And if you love your meat, go on to Meataholics Anonymous.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Stephen
Oh,
D.
yeah.
So good.
How good were those wings? I could.
Oh, I should have bought some dry aged meat for you.
Should have.
Well, we went to
You
this
definitely
place for
should
dinner
have.
the other night, and Shell had some brisket. Now she wants to know how to cook brisket.
Ah, yes.
Well, Nay made those leftover brisket pies the other night.
Yeah.
Actually, my neighbour's told me he goes to the Rockley Hotel and they do stone cooked steaks.
Right.
Oh yeah, yeah,
There
yeah.
used to
I
be
said
one of
to
them
him,
well,
"What's
I
that?"
remember.
Yeah, I've been there, and it's
So
right
they-
next door to the best Indian place in the world.
Not there anymore, the stone place.
Punjab Curry Club.
Yeah.
That the Punjab
Oh,
Curry
those
Club
guys.
is the best Indian you will ever have.
Two
No,
for
I don't
Tuesdays.
like him.
And
I was
Wellington
literally-
Point.
Two-
Oh, mate, it's really good.
I was
See, I
down
don't
there
like
for-
chilies. Being Greek,
Oh, it's
no
not-
chilies.
It's not. Oh, you can get other stuff.
I don't know how people enjoy it, sweating and water tearing eyes and nostrils
you
are.
don't. You can have sweet stuff as well.
Oh,
Sweet curries.
That's
Mate,
right.
that Punjab Curry Club, what I get is a garlic naan, and they do half a tandoori chicken, like,
Yeah.
and I get that onto the garlic naan, that green sauce, you know, the green
Yeah.
yogurt sauce that they do,
Yeah.
kebab like that.
Where,
I reckon
where are
I could
they
eat
at?
about.
Wellington
15.
Point, mate, on the
Point.
Oh,
roundabout.
Wellington Point.
I live about.
300 metres
Yeah.
from there, from
I
the
reckon I
shops.
could eat about 46 of those lamb cutlets with that green sauce.
Oh, they good.
I used to have
So good.
a
You wanna go there on the way
chicken
home?
korma.
Yeah.
I used to have the hot chicken korma with the onion bhaji. Oh,
Oh,
Matt Schroner, can I use Oxifert before laying turf to stop weeds coming through?
yes, you can.
Yes.
Oxifert or
One of the-
Oxipro are the only two pre-immersions that I know of that are safe for new sod
Pre-turf
pre-turfing.
use. BJ, oh, look at this. A Skag question.
Ooh.
Any news on the release date of the new 30-inch Skag for
Oh.
a few guys are hanging out for it.
So many people are hanging out for this. I'm at the moment. It's still in testing. We're thinking mid next year. There's just a few things that have to be gone over from the guys in America. A few things that we changed here on the Aussie models, and we're just trying to get those through and get them to build what we want them to build.
In
And
production.
yeah,
So your current one's a 32.
I've got a 32 stander,
Yeah.
And
and
there's a 30-inch
there's a
push
30-inch push mower.
Oh.
I'll let you touch it when we go back to my place.
Yeah.
So this machine,
Oh.
it's
Been waiting 5 years to hear
Push
that.
mower?
a 30-inch
Like the
push mower,
walk behind.
Self-propelled one.
self-propelled push mower. It catches, it mulches, and it side discharges,
Yeah.
and it is a tank.
It's got
It's a heavy mower, but it's
four-way height,
It's
like the Toro
self-propelled.
does, the four-way
Yeah.
height adjust.
No, it's
no,
front and back.
it's got a pin drop.
Yeah.
So you pull the lever, drop your pin in, your height, away you go.
But Toro, I've got a Turd Master.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
30 inch, and it's
That
front
is
wheels.
heavy, that one.
Yeah, it's 100 kilos. The front wheels are one adjustment, not
Yeah.
side to side.
So the Turf Master's 100 kilos as well.
Pretty much, yeah.
I think they're
It's
going to be
95 or something like that. It's
I
pretty
think they'll
heavy
be
mower.
pretty comparable in size.
Yeah.
So, it's a very cool mower. I'm very thankful that they chose me to really put
Oh,
it to its
yeah.
face.
Big
We
Jen,
just
we've-
have to be able to get it to be able to drop, take the back wheels off so we can scalp lawns with
It
it.
goes down to 1 inch.
That's
One
right.
1.25 inches, I think.
I don't know.
Oh,
mate.
wow.
That's not
Fair
low
enough.
enough.
That's
Not
about
enough for
3
scalping
mil.
for me, mate. It's got to go down to about
Yeah.
5
gotta
mil.
go down to about
Have you
8
seen
mil.
the scalp pig? I'll show you the scalp pig
Yeah.
out there in a minute. What a machine.
it didn't.
What
get
are
right.
the changes from the US model, or aren't you allowed to talk about them?
I can't really talk about them right now. No, but I will.
I'll
They're-
find out in the car and let you know.
Yeah, so it's not too far away. Everybody's been asking me to do a review, so I did my little review on my 32-inch stander on my YouTube channel.
Can't do a review on something that's not been released yet.
That's exactly right. It's good. I have dropped a few little sneaky pics of us mowing. It stripes up just like a V-Ride. It's got the same sort of cut. Yeah. Look, I was
Wheel
a
marks,
ringing.
mate. Wheel marks.
I was a ringing here. We are completely different
Animals,
people
yeah.
here. I was sitting here just thinking, oh, what's going to happen? I'm not going to know what's going on all night. But you guys helped me out. You guys saved me tonight.
Yeah.
But no, as soon as I'm allowed to drop a review, I will do a review and I'll go over the whole machine. But at the moment, it's looking like a definite winner.
But big, BJ,
bring
with
it in,
the
we'll stick it on the bench and do a review one night
yeah,
when it's
Yeah,
released.
sweet.
with the mowers, because they're American, they've only got Fescus,
Fescues and
Fescue.
Rise.
Oh,
They got Bermuda down south, Cooch down south, then they got
Yeah.
St Augustine, but they tend to cut everything at 4 inches tall.
So down
Yeah, I
in,
know,
in the
so-
southern states, they cut a bit
In the
shorter.
deep south.
Yeah, in like Florida and things like that, they cut a bit shorter. They have more
Not
of
there's St Augustine, no.
no, but they have like a more of a Cheyenne type of
So
cutting pattern there.
they
so
wouldn't need a really more powerful engine to be able to
they're-
cut that
they're
stuff.
Americans. They
Oh,
want,
yeah.
Proper redneck.
it's,
NASCAR mowers.
yeah, so, yeah, they
Big
dumped a
arms,
big
big
coal
arms.
on this, so yeah, I can't wait to do the review. It's a good machine. I love using it.
And what's the ballpark figure on these machines?
So looking about 3.7 delivered, I think 3.75 delivered, around about. So
That's the what,
$375.
no,
how much?
3,000.
Serious?
Yeah.
It's a
You get
commercial
family
model.
It's a,
discount?
it's a commercial.
Family
It's
discount.
Skag
Okay.
fam.
So that's for a what model was that one?
That's the 30-inch
Skag
push.
30-inch.
The
Oh,
push
30
well.
push.
Yeah. Yeah.
The
Self-propelled.
0 turn ones?
Zero turn ones,
Yeah.
you can go from your $9,000 36 Liberty Z up to your $33,000
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Turf Tiger diesel, and then there's everything in between.
So you were telling me some stats on your Tiger Cat on the way here. So when you say it mows at 22 k's an hour?
No, it mows at just under 20 k's an hour, and then like the next step up from the Turf Tiger, which the Tiger Cat, which I want to get as a cheetah, and that just mows at something ridiculous like 26 k's an hour.
And what were you saying? Acres per day? You were saying 30 acres in a day.
So that's for the cheetah. The Tiger Cat is rated to 24, and I'm sure that's not 24 Australian blocks.
Yeah.
That'd be 24 football fields.
Yeah.
But man, this thing holds.
In one day you could do.
Yeah.
Far
Yeah.
out.
So
Mows flat out. Could wheel
myself
stand it
and-
down his street.
yeah.
So
The little, I'll show you a video later. I can't really post videos of me having too much fun, but 32 gets a good wheel stand with my big booty on the back. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
dump
before he
truck.
scrolls off, Caden Murphy's going to do a Renault on his carpet grass up north. Carpet grass.
Up the
bro!
carpet grass.
Yes.
Just wondered how much you can cover it with top dress. Well, do you need to, mate? Like, are you getting rid of big bumps like that?
You might have the Himalayas.
That's
Yeah.
it. But yep, very.
The Atherton tablelands in his
Yeah.
front yard.
Well, that's what the council did
He's
in my
filling, he's
foot,
filling out a Plato off the table.
That's right.
Do you need to bury anything when you're top dressing? I don't know. Look, the guys that I'm doing, we've been top dressing for a number of years now, and the guys that were 1.5 cubes per 100 square metres to try and get a level are now
half a cube.
half a cube because they're just dusting.
Well, yeah, I remember originally the first time we did mine was like 6.5 cubes. Then it came down to 5 cubes. I think this time I've worked it out. We're going to need about 3 because we're getting the levels better and better and better every time. And it's just literally dusting and filling in a couple of holes.
Yep.
It's going to be so much easier than that.
Yep.
Especially now he's got the spreader. From the first time we ever did it was
May have
Barrows.
the second one.
Hands just.
Did you?
sticking it across.
Yeah, beautiful, nice.
Oh, we've got that big spreader that I made for Lenny.
Yeah, that's what we're going to use at my house.
Yeah,
this
there's
time.
a little bit.
Yeah.
I've got
Bowling
a
green.
6 metre one.
Is that the
No, that's
suck out
just-
attachment?
Yeah, but that only goes to
Is that the one we used at
3.8.
Blimber at the school?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's all we'll need at my house.
No, but I've got a 6 metre one
Yeah, I
that
don't,
extends out.
mine's not 6 meters anymore because I put the big gardens in.
Oh, okay.
It's,
Yeah.
I took 1.5 meters.
Anthony
Oh,
wishes
it's
he
still
could grow a beard like
quite
BJ.
Oh well.
And Rowan said,
on that
Rowan
next
says
point,
you wish you could grow any of those beards.
Hey,
Even this one.
if anybody
Hey.
wants any beard products, go and hit up Muscle Beard Australia and use the code TBL15 for 15% off
he
the
does the
checkout.
Wiggles actions. He's,
Yeah.
he's that hooked on the kids.
I'm addicted to the Wiggles, mate. That's
Yeah.
all my kids let me watch.
He's hijacking.
Invited
I just
once.
signed it. Sorry about that.
He's
got
taking
him,
over.
Muscle Beard Australia does do good
I'm the
stuff.
bearded
Right?
wiggle.
Yeah.
And he's
There you go.
wiggling up.
BJ,
Yeah.
I wish you were my daddy.
The what?
William Harford. You know who that is?
Oh, yeah, I do know who that is.
Only
That's
one way
my
of saying that.
that's my main man. That's my skag man. That's
Oh, right.
he's the OG skag man.
Right.
See the one that drives a truck to your house and with the
No, but he just gets
Right.
them and sends them to me. So
Nice.
Benny Cameron, again, he's no contractor, but our contractor at work has a SCAG stander and it's a weapon.
absolute weapon.
I know who that contractor is too.
BJ Wallace.
Is it me?
No? No, I didn't recommend you for the job.
Oh, shots fired. You're too busy sprugging lawn products.
Yeah,
Beard products.
Yeah, sorry
Oh, I
about that.
can't remember who it was.
TBL 15.
That's right.
What's that for?
Muscle Beard Australia.
Luke-
Beard products.
What are they?
Yeah, you
Swano.
wouldn't know.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, mate.
Same as you don't.
Look,
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all
Food.
men's grooming products they do.
Mate, I've got to
Yeah.
shave
One?
twice a day.
Oh,
mate, being
would.
green.
Swano, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's got a 32 V ride too.
Well, he just
Good machine. Very good machine.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, Jason, you're right. Why was Manny invited when he's clearly lacking in the beard game?
That's
Yeah.
right. We kicked Wally out when he shaved his beard. So
Yeah, well, that's right.
Yeah.
Gotta wait while he has.
Oh, they were desperate tonight,
we would have.
Yeah.
so they just called the peasant.
He saw me on the
He
way
was
home and just dragged me in.
He was clean shaven at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, when,
Yeah.
He, when he got here, he was clean shaven.
Jeez, mate. Oh, we're a G-string. Looks like we're trailing the forest.
Yes.
When you do a lawn burrito with Manny,
Whoa!
there's far too so often when he bends over, there's far too much Manny on display.
No, I'm waiting for you to put
Like-
those greeny
like a,
notes.
Like a skipping rope.
I'll have to show you what goes on when I bend over later.
Yeah.
No,
No.
No, thanks.
This is going
I've
south.
seen DJ's public nudity
Oh,
and it's
geez.
not
Sorry about
ideal.
that. It's what
It's a very hairy ass.
it's my niche.
There's a beard at both ends.
Like, honestly, birds queue up to nest in that shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
horrific.
Oh, it's the tattoos.
That's
they
right.
do it.
That's
Yeah.
What was that TBL you talked about before?
Oh, TBL 15 at Muscle Beard Australia.
Gibbo's looking. Man, are you serious? You don't know what he's talking about.
bloody
You gotta
long
keep
one.
repeating
I know.
it.
The bearded lawnsman.
Right, so yeah, we'll call it a quick there because we've run over time.
We are running over time. We're 20 minutes
Um,
over.
You can catch Manny on Instagram at
Suvlaki.
No.
Sivlaki Euros.
Manuel? What is it?
Manuel.
Manuel.
Holocaust. No, I don't post anything.
No,
mate.
you don't.
No, he doesn't.
I just-
no, you can find Gibbo
just
at
watched.
Gibbo, Lornatic.
Gibbo Lunatic. You can find, well, he's said it 15 times. So.
TBL property maintenance. All the bearded lawnsmen. Either works.
Discounts everywhere.
Discounts all over the place.
Absolute social media.
And then if you
wallpaper.
want to ride on,
Mate, how many Instagram accounts you got?
Nah, just two.
I've got 5.
Have
Yeah,
ya?
I've got 3.
See, I'm not the one.
and whoever wants a ride on, SAG, just
Skag.
tell them SCAG.
We've got
SAG.
two YouTube accounts.
Tell them BJ
Yeah.
said
Oh, three.
to
Three YouTube
Yeah, I've got
accounts.
my own personal one. Yeah.
Jeez. I got
tell
one.
them BJ said you'll get 20% off.
Yeah, well, if anyone has any questions about Skag at all, let me know. I'll hook
Yeah.
you up.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Why am I not on that already? Oh, this is my work computer. That's
Uh,
There you go. That's BG.
So, all right, and you can find me at the Australian Lawn Fanatics or Lenny Lawler or
Whatever.
Lawn Rescue Squad.
Lawn Rescue Squad.
Yeah.
All right, cheers.
Thanks
Enjoy.
for having
See you guys. Thank you.
Adios,
get out
amigos.
Oh, I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna
and
go
turn
home
this
before the
stuff-
rain comes.
The rain's already here. Oh, look out.
Oh, is it?
No, I don't know.
Not quite. Sour shoot my balls.
Look at that one.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
turning off. That's turning off.
Is it off?
No.
1,000 views, mate.
Mm.
Look at you go.
Right, on there?
There's 1,000 views on that video.
Really?
I just wanted to do a quick vid and